Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're reacting to Larry Bird welcoming rookies to the NBA with pure savage, dude. What year is it? 2017? We're using the word savage again. I'm excited for this, man. Larry Bird, I just saw his trash talking compilation and it was absolutely amazing. And I want to know how he welcomed these rookies into the league. Larry Bird is quickly becoming one of my favorite players after doing this deep dive on him. If you're new around here, I started watching ball in 2010. I'm finally doing my due diligence and learning about legends from the past. Larry Bird, you're climbing up the ranks, brother. You're climbing up the ranks. And I love the mentality he comes into it with. Like, homeboy says he'll do something, he'll do it. Homeboy thinks you're a threat to him in the future, he gonna treat you like garbage. So I'm excited to see how he treats all of these rookies. And yeah, dude, let's hop into it. This is a video by Squad Dawkins. Original video is down in the description. Let's go.
On the NBA, everyone has their first moment in the league they still remember. Everyone starts out as a rookie, and when you're a first-year player, whether it's a trash talk exchange, getting owned by a more experienced player, or scoring your first point in the league, those memories stay with you forever. NBA rookies are also not above being starstruck by sharing the court with players they grew up watching. Considering that, things might get even worse when that vet player who's welcoming you is the trash-talking GOAT himself,
The GOAT.
Larry Bird.
Trash talking GOAT.
Welcome to the Squad Dawkins channel. Here we break down the best welcome to the NBA Larry Bird stories. With the number of players he trash-talked and took to school, if the NBA ever introduces a trash-talking award, it should be named after Larry Bird.
Yeah,
the guy was
agreed.
just peerless when it comes to mind games, as rookie Eddie Johnson found the hard way. Eddie Johnson guested on the Rex Chapman show published on basketballnews.com YouTube page. He shared the legendary trash-talking and beating he received from the legendary Celtic legend.
He was always talking so much trash to me, and he taught me how to trash talk. I mean, Larry Bird basically taught me how to trash talk. And so there's one game in Boston, he just worked me over, man. Like, I went out for the jump ball, and it was my second game of my career, and Cotton Fitzsimmons started. And I'm scared to death already. You know, not just a Bird, but, you know, I played against McHale in college, so he was cool. But Robert Parrish, I mean, Dennis Johnson, I'm looking at all these dudes, man, and I'm intimidated. I had played against Danny Ainge in college. So, but Bird walks out at the jump, and the veterans on my team said, Eddie, just don't pay attention to him. Fine. So I minded my own business on the jump, and he walks out, and he just stands next to me, and he leans over and he looks at me. And I didn't pay him any attention. He said, do you honestly think you're gonna guard me? Cursed at me. Like, what? I just didn't say nothing. Then he stands up and he looks over at our bench and he looks at Cotton. You all think this rookie gonna guard me? Man, I'm gonna bust you up, just right in my ear. And I'm just looking forward. I'm like,
I love the desire of him to go out of his way, to a rookie who hasn't even talked to him, to just go out of the way and destroy him in front of him and in front of his team, in front of his coach, when he's done nothing wrong to Larry. I love that mentality, dude.
So by that time, all the guys on the floor is just cracking up, even my teammates. So I'm like, would this official please throw this ball up? So the official couldn't throw the ball up because there was something going on the side. So then finally he walks around, stands in front of me, he said, I'm gonna tell you something right now. I'm gonna wear your ass out. And then I looked at him, I said, I'm here, don't worry about it. I said, you ain't intimidating nobody. I said, I'm from Chicago, where you from?
Don't say that.
He started laughing. Game starts, and he's just wearing me out, okay? And I'm trying to go back at him. I'm shooting bricks. And in the fourth quarter he was in, it was late. Game was kind of close. And he came down, he said, you talking all that junk. I bet you can't do this. And he raises up from Steph Curry range. And he shoots an air ball.
Ooh.
And I look at him, he like, that don't matter. It's the fact that I can do it.
Ooh.
To stay in the game.
Dude, even when Larry misses, he makes it somehow.
I bet you can't. I'm like, okay. So,
dude, what?
that stuck with me.
Johnson's story is not the first nor the last.
I love that, because if you make it, You rub it in your face, in his face, and he made that shot. If you miss it, it's like, whatever. They're not going to take me out. I'm Larry freaking Bird. You try that.
We will hear connected to Larry Bird welcoming rookies to the NBA.
Bruh.
During his rookie season in 1982-83, Dominique Wilkins walked over to four-year pro Larry Bird right before tip-off. Bird, of course, was having none of it.
And that was the first time Bird ever talked trash to me. It was my rookie season, my first game I ever played against him.
What'd he say?
I can't even tell you what he said.
My first year, I'm excited. I'm playing against Larry Bird. I go shake his hand, he wouldn't shake my hand. Back then, guys just...
He wouldn't shake your hand?
Wouldn't shake my hand. He would look at me and just nod, right? And I was like, well, maybe he's just getting into the game.
It didn't end just without acknowledging the rookie Wilkins. Bird continued hitting him with the trash talk.
And so the first time I'm guarding, he said, you don't even belong in this league. He shoots a three. Wham!
Dang.
I said, okay. Next time he comes down, he said, I don't know why they got you guarding me. He hits another three. Now I'm really mad now.
Right.
He's coming down the court, and I'm guarding him. He looks at me, he said, I don't know why they have you guarding me, Holmes. And he shoots the three. Now, I wasn't upset he made the three. I said, but this son of a gun just called me Holmes.
I love how he says the same thing to everybody. Like, you can't guard me. You don't belong in this league. Like, the mental games that probably does to the defender at that point, where it's like, I want to prove this guy wrong, is exactly where Larry wants him.
So I never forget that one thing, though, man. I'm like, I was so hot. You know?
Another former All-Star that got a nice welcome by Bird was the Seattle Supersonic Shawn Kemp. Kemp found out the hard way just how ruthless of a trash talker Bird was when he faced him as a rookie in 1989.
I'm gonna keep this real with y'all, man. My ass got busted real early, man. I came into the league, man. I was 19. You know how some of them vets, man, they play you to the team, man. I got played down in Boston one night. We was playing Boston Celtics. So the great Larry Bird, I didn't really know much about, I'm from Indiana, Larry's from Indiana. I knew about the history of Larry, but I didn't realize how he really got down. Larry gave me 50 and 3/4.
50?
He was hitting everything.
And he talked to me the whole entire game.
Nah, dude. If it's my first game against Larry and he drops 50 on me and trashes me the whole time, I'm leaving the league.
What'd he say? Dude, well, first of all, he asked me to jump ball. He said, "You the cat that broke all my records in high school, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's me." He goes, "Yeah, you the one that used to dunk my brother too, right?"
Oh.
Eddie. And I was like, "Yeah, that's me." He said, "I got something for you tonight." So every shot he was calling, at the defensive end, he would tell me, he'd be like, "When I get down to the other end, I'm gonna pump face you, get a hand one on you, look at you, go off the glass." That's how cold Larry Bird was. And I was to the point of like, look, I'm gonna foul him so hard that he's basically gonna take his will. He started shooting the ball with his left hand, man. I was trying to foul his right arm. He was shooting with his left hand, banking it off on me, looking at me, still slapping me on my butt and everything, man, telling me everything.
When another legend was starting his NBA career, he saw firsthand how great Larry was and how serious he was about fulfilling his promises. John Stockton saw Larry Legend doing his thing at a young age, which is something he'll never forget. Back in 2018, during an appearance on the Dan Patrick Show, the Utah Jazz legend talked about his favorite Larry Bird story of all time, and he didn't hesitate, choosing one that he lived during his first campaign in the association.
I remember as a rookie, he came in, he walked by our bench at the Salt Palace and said, "I feel like 43 tonight." And he came out, he scored 43 in the third quarter and checked himself out with a 20-point victory, and I was fairly impressed with that one.
So he just picks a random number, I feel like 43. And he says it to the bench?
Yeah.
Dude, Larry really be, like, game in and game out, he'd just be picking something to have fun with. There was one video where he's like, I'm going to shoot a three and then fall in the assistant's lap. Or like, I'm gonna drop 43 and I'm gonna check out. Like, it's almost like this man knows how the game is gonna go before it even starts, and he can just call it, man. He's playing horse out there. He's literally playing horse, and everybody's getting a letter except him.
It was fairly impressive, especially when he backed it up.
In 2018, the former Orlando Magic sharpshooter Dennis Scott told another Bird welcome to the NBA story. Scott, who was selected by the Magic with the 4th pick of the 1990 NBA draft, detailed how Bird shut him up with his legendary trash talk and basketball skills.
Bird was the only one that really kind of, in his soft-spoken way, when you talk about guys talking trash.
Yeah.
Hey, Rook, good to see you. Hey, great college career. I'm going to catch the ball. I'm going to pump fake. You're going to reach for it. You're going to get fouled. 2 tweets, you're going to have a seat. Lo and behold, Dan, he catches the ball. He pump fakes. I go for it. I reach. First foul. I come down court. Scott Skiles kicks me the ball. I shoot a 3. In your face, Larry Legend. Yes, I'm feeling good, Dan. He catches the ball again. Catches it. My dumb self reaches for it again. Tweet, go have a seat. I see you second quarter, Rook. So that's how Larry Bird pushes me into the NBA.
Oh
Clyde Drexler is
Is there any rookie that completely shut down Larry? I don't think Michael did whenever they first met up, if I'm remembering correctly. But is there any rookie that just straight up was like, Larry, I don't care what you're saying, man. I'm him.
possibly the most underappreciated Hall of Famer in NBA history. The high-flying Drexler was the Blazers' 14th selection in the 1983 NBA draft. He too quickly learned on the greatness of Bird and his trash talking.
I was guarding in my rookie year. He looked at me and he goes, "You can't stop me." And I looked at him and I said, "Gosh, boy, you're so confident."
Bird could not believe the gall from a rookie Drexler. He issued a stern retort before resuming his destruction of the young Blazers swingman.
He was confident. You're a rookie. You don't know anything. He proceeded to score like 10 straight points on me. The coach took me out the game. He walks by and he's laughing at me.
Essentially, Drexler rivaled Bird as one of the league's elite wings and took Larry Legend's spot as one of the very best when the Celtics star retired in 1992. Still, despite his eventual place among the game's top stars, Clyde learned almost immediately never to speak back to Bird.
I've noticed a recurring trend with these Bird stories is people keep laughing. Like the coaches laugh, the opponents laugh. Because they're like, Larry's so ridiculous, man. It's hard to be mad at him. I don't know, man. Like, I feel like I keep hearing that. Like, it's not like Jordan, where it's almost like that fear factor that was instilled in them. With Larry, it's almost like the fear factor, and it's just funny at the same time.
1992, the best players from various colleges were called in to face the Dream Team for their first scrimmage. Future All-Stars Chris Webber, Penny Hardaway, Allen Houston, Grant Hill, and Jamal Mashburn were part of the team dubbed the College All-Stars. Webber, who won the Rookie of the Year award in 1994, was given a stern warning by Larry Legend before the game. By Webber, Bird told him to make sure he's getting his sleep, because tomorrow Bird is going to bust his ass, and that he is going to remember it the rest of the week. Another angle to the Bird in the 1992 College All-Stars was brought by Jamal Mashburn. According to Mashburn, he, along with Webber, Houston, and Rodney Rogers, was given first-hand experience of Larry Bird's trash talking the very first time they met Larry Legend.
And Larry Bird, you don't realize how big Larry Bird is until you stand up close to Larry Bird. He walked by us and he says, "Y'all those college guys?" And we was like, yeah, we the college guys. And he looked at us and he said, "Get some fucking rest. It's gonna be a long week," and walked off. And we was like, what the hell? And so that we just excited. We like, oh, he just talking shit or whatever. But that's kind of cool, though. That's Larry Bird. You know who we are. But he ain't call us by Chris Webber and Jamal Mashburn. He's like, y'all them college kids. And then something happened. We're sitting there, and we get back to the hotel. Rodney Rogers says something to, it's a group of them. It's Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, and everybody's shooting the shit. And Rodney Rogers said, "Hey, Larry, you ain't hit a jumper since '84. Magic heard that shit. And we ain't think none of it. The next day we came in, and I never seen this. And this one I was like, this is a different breed. Magic Johnson fed Larry Bird the ball probably about 8 times in a row down court. Larry Bird got the ball on Rodney Rogers, and every time he was about to make a move, he told him what he was going to do. One dribble, pull up, going left, off glass. One dribble, going right, spin, shot, bucket. He scored 9 times or 8 times in a row. Left the court to go lay down because he couldn't sit on a bench. He had to lay down because of his back. And said, "Young fella, look like 84, huh?"
Last time he made it.
Yeah. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, wow. I said, so that's they kicked our ass for the rest of the week.
Webber finally added another awesome Bird story from that script.
The fact that he did that with no back, like, Isn't 92 the year he retired?
Image. C-Web shared the small trash talk that Larry Legend threw at Rodney Rogers and the young prospects as he was lighting them up with his sharp shooting skills.
We wanted to see Bird and to be able to practice with him, see how he worked out, see how he shot, see the junk that he talked constantly. Why do you think my generation grew up talking so much, guys? They taught us how to do it. We used to watch all those blooper tapes and everything else. The best was my man Rodney Rogers, strong, fast, quick, athletic, and Bird just set him up in a corner. Someone drives to the corner, Stockton passed out the Bird, and here you see Rodney Rogers take a full sprint. And I'm talking about, you know how Zion blocked that shot a couple weeks ago?
Yeah.
That's where where Rodney Rogers came from. Except, unlike the young kid that shot the shot, in the middle of him being in the midair, Bird says, "Welcome to the parachute club, rookie," and watches him go by him, shoots the ball, and like Curry does what Bird did, because he shot it and just kept walking down, like shaking his head like, these dumb youngsters, they'll never get it.
For Bird, it didn't matter if you were a future legend, like Dominique Wilkins or John Stockton, or someone who also repped his home state of Indiana, or just a white guy, you got treated by Larry Legend, even if it's your first experience in the NBA. Tell us in the comments, who is the best trash-talking player in the NBA right now? If you enjoy this video, hit the like button.
Maybe Dylan Brooks, I don't know. Dude, what a video, man. Larry Legend, man. Oh. Makes me not even want to wear this beanie, if I'm being honest. I'll hide the Lakers logo from you guys. Dang, dude. I wonder how much of Larry's mentality rubbed off on other players for them to become kind of the killer instinct players that we ended up seeing. Like, I wonder if Michael Jordan saw, like, I don't know if Michael came in as a rookie with this mentality of like, I'm going to take everything personal. I'm going to pick things from every game to have a reason to go off. Or if he learned it from some of the veterans like the Larry Birds and be like, you know what? I like the mind games that he plays, dude. I'm going to start instituting that into my game. And I wonder just the effect that has, because like, Larry being in the 80s and introducing the 90s, which a lot of people think the 80s and the 90s are the best era of basketball. I wonder how much influence his mind games and his mentality had on other players for them to have that similar mentality. Because what a lot of people say about current NBA is a lot of players are weak mentally. They don't want to have the same trash talk. They don't want to have the same rivalries that they did back in the day. They want to be more buddy-buddy because people are switching teams every year. So, like, you don't want to make an enemy and then ruin a potential team you could have the following year. So, anyway, man, let me know what y'all think about Larry Bird. Let me know if there's any other fun Larry Bird trash talking videos out there that I should check out. I appreciate y'all. Hope y'all have a great day, night, whatever time of day it is for you. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Doses!